Mr. Speaker, Madam Vice President, you know, we're often told that Democrats and Republicans can't work together. But over the past 2 years, we've proved the cynics and naysayers wrong. For decades, the middle class has been hollowed out in more than, and not one administration, but for a long time. We've been sent here to finish the job, in my view. Time and again, Democrats and Republicans came together. Factories closed down. Once thriving cities and towns that many of you represent became shadows of what they used to be. And along the way, something else we lost: pride. Folks, inflation has been a global problem because the pandemic disrupted our supply chains, and Putin's unfair and brutal war in Ukraine disrupted energy supplies as well as food supplies. We all saw what happened during the pandemic when chip factories shut down overseas. People got laid off. So did everything from refrigerators to cell phones. We can never let that happen again. In the last several decades, we lost our edge. We're down to only producing 10% because there weren't enough chips. These chips were invented in America. Let's get that straight. They were invented in America. We used to make 40% of the world's chips. Not anymore. That's why we came together to pass the Bipartisan Chips and Science Act. And it's totally consistent with international trade rules. We're going to buy America. Folks, so many things that we did are only now coming to fruition. Standing here last year, I shared with you a story of American genius and possibilities and the historic laws we enacted that are going to just come into being. So many of you listening to me tonight, I know you feel it. Remember the jobs that went away. You remember them, don't you? The folks at home remember them. You wonder whether the path even exists anymore because choices we made in the last several years. For example, too many of you lay in bed at night like my dad did, staring at the ceiling, wondering what in God's name happens. And folks, we're just getting started. I mean it.